Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. We're at game 149, 90 and 58 on the season versus Baltimore, 6 and 5 versus Kansas City. Steitzer, Wilson, Brett, Jackson, Eisenreich, Tartable, Stillwell, White, Bob Boone, Brett Saberhagen on the mound. Bradley, Finley, Ripken, Templeton, Orzulik, Mulligan, Worthington, Quirk, and Gonzalez for Baltimore. Dave Johnson. Let's take a look at Dave here. First outing versus Kansas City. This is the 12th game we've played. Away we go. Steitzer versus Dave Johnson. 26 and no strikeouts. 63 is going to be a ground ball hit to Gonzalez. Scoops it up, throws it to Milligan. One away. Willie Wilson, 3-3. Wilson's going to walk. So one out walk, and he's going to proceed to steal, and he is in there. Stolen base. Willie Wilson gets himself in scoring position for George Brett. 268 average, 52. 52. And 26 is going to be ground ball hit to short. Are they going to turn the double play? No. Only plays that first. Advancing. Dun, 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 Willie Wilson, the only die roll that won't advance him. Runners advance, balls hit to short if the runner beats the D6 roll. So, yeah, 5 and a 6, I guess, would not have. So out at first for Bo Jackson. Maybe, just maybe, Bo Jackson can start getting hot here at the end of the season. No, sir, as he strikes out once again. No runs, no hits, no errors. Brett Saberhagen, 234 average, comes in. Lefty, nope. Right-hander, Phil Brantley, 25 ground ball, hits a Stillwell, one away. Steve Finley, 35 wild pitch, we can ignore. And 1-5. That one's going to be a strikeout. Another one, added another one to Brett Saberhagen. 55, and we have us a stadium check. 66 single plus, and it's going to turn it into a double. Cal Ripken sneaks a double out of there. So a 2-out double. Mickey Tettleton, 1-5, and Mickey's going to go down. Second strikeout of the game, and no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the second. Jim Eisenreich, 258 average, coming on strong here towards the end of the season. The left-hander, 35. That's going to be a fly ball out to Bradley in left field. He makes the catch. And Danny Tartable, 257 average. He's going to double into the gap. That one Finley can't get. It rolls all the way to the wall. And here comes the throw into second. Danny Tartable, tag not in time. It's a 1-out double by Danny Tartable. Kurt Stillwell, the shortstop. 5 and 4. That's what I meant to say. And that is going to be another stadium check. And a 4 and a 3. That's going to be ground ball down to Milligan. And advancing over to third. So 2 away for Frank White. 248 average. 2-5. And White's going to fly it. And got under that one as Bradley's going to make the catch. Once again, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Joe Orzulik, 226 average. Joe Orzulik, the lefty. And that's a liner. Down the line, Brett jumps up, makes the catch. Good play there by George Brett. Randy Milligan, 364 average. No strikeout this time. He's going to ground it, and Stillwell comes in on the edge of the grass and sets his feet and throws on target. Brett with a good catch there, scoops that one out of the dirt. Possible walk, not this time. Craig Worthington, you're going to have to do it yourself. And this time he's going to fly it, and Eisenreich's going to go towards the line, make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to Bob Boone here at the top of the third inning. 55, and Boone's going to start off with a walk. And that brings up Kevin Steitzer. And he's going to have a stadium check. Kevin Steitzer. 51. That's a ground ball hit to Ripken. Ripken, can they turn it? No. Only plays at first. Willie Wilson, center fielder. 1-5. The switch hitting. Willie Wilson 4-4, and that one's going to be a pop fly to center. And no advancement there. And George Brett, last chance to get this run across. 4-4. Lefty this time. So that is a blank, 26, and that's going to be a ground ball. Ripken tosses it to Gonzalez. And no runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. Jamie Quirk, 2-5, and he's going to strike out on a fastball. Couldn't catch up to that one. Rene Gonzalez, second baseman, 3-4. Home run, 1-2. It's going. And this one stays in the ballpark. In fact, it's a ground ball. Hits a Stillwell. He's going to grab that. And 2 away for Phil Bradley, 21. And he's going to strike out. That is number 4 on the day for Brett Saberhagen. We start off the top of the 4th with Bo Jackson. Usually does well when he starts off the inning. So let's see if that continues. Bo Jackson, 51. And against the righty, that's going to be ground ball to Gonzalez. Eisenreich, 4-5. He's going to hit it somewhere. Let's see where he hits it. And this is going to be to Finley. And Finley can't make it as that one lands in the gap for a leadoff single. Finley trying to hustle over there into right center field, but cannot get it. And Jim Eisenreich will continue his hot streak. Brings up Danny Tarnable, 259 average. Doubled his first time up. This time he's going to ground it to short, and this time they're going to get it 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. This is the third of the 4th inning. 3 out of 4 times, Kansas City, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They can't get their more than one inning or more than 1 hit in an inning, I should say. Range play here for Kansas City. Where is Steve Finley going to hit it? It's down to Brett at first base. Brett can't get it as that one finds the hole. And the leadoff man is aboard, Cal Ripken, 4-3. Ripken, a right-hander, 32, and that's going to be a fly ball. That one's going out to Jackson. He runs to his left and, like a deer, catches that one in the headlights. Mickey Tendleton. And we got a stadium check. There are quite a few home run checks on here, but we just haven't hit them. We do have a single plus. And he will not advance on more. So runners at the corners. You have a 3-runner at third base. They're going to play corners in and see what happens here. Runners at the corners. Joe Orslick, 41. That's going to be ground ball to second. Is the runner going to try to score? Yes, he is going to try to score. The defense try for the out at home. It's only a 1-2. I'm sorry, a 5 or 6. Or let's go for the double play, I guess. Oh, and they get it. It's a 1 or 2. That's just what we needed. So that is going to be the 4-6-3 double play, and the run does not count. So Kansas City keeps the score, the scoreboard at zeros. Kurt Stillwell, 303 average. And the switch hitter waiting on the pitch. Here it comes, and it's going to be a fly ball to center. Frank White, and that's going to be a range play for Frank. And 6 and a 4. It's a fly ball, and not being able to make it, Bradley. Very slow out there in left field, and that's going to fall in and hustling all the way to second. Frank White, no throw on the play. So what I would see a double for Frank White, Bob Boone, and another range play. So back-to-back range plays, 4 and a 5. That's going to be in the left field again. And once again, Bradley cannot get it. Rounding and coming around to score, Frank White, and Kansas City takes a 1-0 lead. 1 on, 1 out here, still in the top of the 5th. 3-1, and we got a home run check, and a 1 matches the 1 we needed. And Kevin Steitzer had 4 home runs in real life, and he's only had 1 so far. Let's make that 2, as he has hit the home run, and Kansas City goes up 3-0. Kevin Steitzer with his, second home run of the season. Willie Wilson, center fielder, 6'5", another stadium check here. Willie Wilson, 5-2 single plus, and he's going to stretch that into a double. And still only one out for George Brett. 51, and George is going to strike out. So that brings up Bo Jackson. 0 for 2, 5-4, and he's got a stadium check. If he could find one of those home run checks, 2-6, no, just missed it. That's going to be a ground ball to short, and Ripken's going to make the play, but 3 runs on 4 hits. KC takes a 3-0 lead with Brett Saberhagen on the mound. Randy Milligan, 5-1, and outside the range there, 2-3, and that's a liner to short. And Craig Worthington. Possible error chance here. And that's going to be to short Stillwell, and he's going to find an error as he boots the ball for 1 base. Jamie Quirk, 3-1 arranged play, and just like that, the O's are starting to mount a comeback. George Brett cannot make it, and that one's down the line for a double, and the lead runner advances on the play, so Craig Worthington scores. If the roll is less than or equal to, advancing on the throw home is Jamie Quirk. It's a 3-1 ball game. Defense will play in here with the runner at third. Rene Gonzalez, 4-1. Right-hander, righty-righty, 3-6. It's a ground ball. It's a runner from third, and he's down to a 1, so I would say no. Out at first, 2-way. Defense plays back, Phil Brantley. 5-3. Oh, another range play. Come on now, let's get one of these. 6-6. That's in the left field. Jackson cannot make the diving stop, and that's going to score another run. 3-2 KC. And 3-3, and no strikeout. Saberhagen and fly ball, and that's going to do it. The error is costly. 3-2 ball game, top of 6. We got a good one here in the rubber match here in the 3-game series against the O's. Dave Johnson, 3-6 against Eisenreich. Eisenreich's 1 for 2, 2-5, and against the right-hander it's going to be a ground ball down to Milligan. Milligan scoops it, throws it to Johnson covering the bag. 6-4 range play. These range plays have been dangerous for both teams. 4-5, that's going to be towards short. Ripken, he's going to snag that one. Diving stop, great defensive play. And he takes away the single. Kurt Stillwell, 4-2. Possible error in a ground ball. 54, that is a single past the first baseman. So no error check needed. Frank White, second base, 5-3. Frank White, 1-4. He's going to fly out to center, and no runs, 1 hits, no error. KC by 1, bottom of 6. And Cal Ripken, 1 for 2 on the day, 2-3. Pops it up to short. Stillwell in the edge of the grass. 4-6. Mikey Tettleton, 34, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. And Stillwell with 2 plays this inning. Orzulik, and no strikeout, and even with the K+. 6-2 fly ball. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 7th, 3-2 KC. Home run question mark just outside the range. Although Bob Boone only has 1 in 20 chance, but we've already had one player with a 1 in 20 chance that made it. 6-5. It's a fly ball to center, left field. Steitzer with 1 away. 6-3. Steitzer, no strikeout, just barely. 3-3, and that's a ground ball to short. Wilson, 1 for 2 with a double. 6-3 range play in a ballpark. And 6-2, he misses it. And cannot find it. Orzulik, that one's in the corner, rattles around, and getting on second, Willie Wilson. That brings up George Brett and Dave Johnson. Davey Johnson. What are we going to do with Davey? Oh, good Lord. I did not mean to click that. Wow. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so let's see. And we are thinking about pulling him. Ben McDonald's the righty. Ryan Holton is a right-hander. Kurt Schilling. Boom, 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 boom. He's a right-hander. And Jose Bautista's a right-hander. So they only brought in right-handers. So I guess we'll bring in Ben McDonald, since he was the one that relieved Dave Johnson to begin with. Let's see if George Brett can get us a hit here. 4-6. Oh, a home run chance, but it was outside his range. 1-15. Oh, my goodness gracious. 34, and steady flies to deep, deep right field, and that's going to do it. No runs, one hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the seventh. 3-2 KC, Randy Milligan. He's going to pop it up to second. White calls that everyone off and makes the catch. Wild pitch we can ignore. 43, and that's against the right-hander, so no auto out. 2-3. It's a ground ball back to Saberhagen. He snares that one. A little dribbler. Throws it to Brett. Jamie Quirk. 6-4. And Steve, right 3 called. That's number 5 strikeout. Bo Jackson starting off the inning here in the top of the 8th. 3-4. And Steve, right 3 called. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Eisenreich, no walk. And a fly ball out to Orzelik in right field. Danny Tardival. Danny, and they don't want any part of Danny. 4-3. That's going to be a single into left field. And they do want to put the steal on. We'll go for a steal, but he's caught stealing. And that's going to do it for the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Saberhagen. 1-4, and we got a ballpark check here. 6-4, and that's a rare play. Error on Kurt Stillwell, so it's going to be a one-base error, and we'll play the corners in and the sacrifice. Phil Brantley, 1-5. Great bunt, everyone's safe. Unbelievable. Runners at first and second. Now they're definitely going to be playing in. And definitely going to be sacrificing again. Steve Finley, 4-6. Successful sack. Sack gets the runners over. Defense is going to play in. Cal Ripken's up, 1-for-3. 6-6. Possible error on a throw. 44. And that's going to be a single. No error. And the run's going to score. We got us a tie ball game. And not only that, but the winning run is now 90 feet away. Defense will play in again. Brett Saberhagen trying to get through this. Bottom of the 8th. 1-2. Another error chance. 56. That's going to be fly ball out to Wilson. And, oh my gosh, Wilson makes an error. Drops the ball. 2-base error. And another run comes in, and the O's take a 4-3 lead as the defense for Kansas City. 3 errors in this game have cost Brett Saberhagen a for sure win. Joe Orzelik, we're going to leave Saberhagen in, even though he is tired. Joe Orzelik, can they get the out? 4-2 double, and that's going to do it as the O's have plated 4 runs this inning. 4 runs this inning. Oh, Brett. Bringing in Steve Farr. Trying to get these outs here. 31 ballpark. Randy Milligan. And the hometown crowd is excited. It is a 1-3. That's going to be a single. Stopping at third base, though, is going to be Joe Orzelik. So, once again, the defense has to come in. Try and keep this a 3-run game. 4-2. And that is not an auto single, thank God. 3-3. It's a fly ball into Reisenreich, and it's going to be a sacrifice fly. So, Jamie Quirk, 7-3 as Kansas City has exploded here in the bottom of the 8th inning, giving up. Oh, and not a good catch there. Runner advances. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Not a good play here. 6-4, and we're going to short. Stillwell can't make it either. That's going to score another run. And the defense and the errors this inning has been horrible. Finally, the strikeout to end it, but they have plated 6 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors and 2 failed range plays. So congratulations to Baltimore for getting the victory. Good Lord, Ben McDonald trying to close things out here. They got a 5-run lead now, just like that, 3-3 against Kurt Stillwell. We're going to need a heck of a comeback. Well, that's not how to get it started. That's a ground ball to Ripken. Frank White, and Frank is going to walk. So Frank walks, and Ben McDonald is going to be done. Ben is going to be done. They're going to be bringing in Brian Holton. Brian Holton with a 5-run lead here. Bob Boone. Range plays might not be over. 6-6. Nope. It's a single plus. No, it's not. Orslick stole the single away. So 2 away now for Kevin Steitzer. 1-5 and no strikeout. 55. Question mark 9 is going to be a double. And the lead runner thrown out at the plate. Lead runner thrown out as when you roll a 6, you roll the next die. If it's 2-5, the lead runner is thrown out. So trying to score is Frank White, who is thrown out. And that's it. Baltimore defeats Kansas City 8-3. A hell of a comeback by the O's. I thought we had that one. We were up 3-0 at one point. Baltimore wins. And they take the series 2-1. Ben McDonald with the win. Brett Saberhagen drops to 24-3. Steitzer with his 2nd home run of the season. We're going to go ahead and do a doubleheader for you guys. One more game in just a minute. Bum, 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 bum. All right, well, let's go ahead and get game number 150 in the books. After this game, folks, we'll only have 12 games remaining. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games remaining after this game. So 12 games left in the season. Greg Hubbard against Tom Gordon. Turn the sound off and turn the injuries off. So you can see Hubbard is their 5th starter. Gordon is our 5th starter. So pretty fair matchup there. We're actually missing someone. Doesn't have a card. Looks like it might be the 2nd baseman. So we'll look at 2nd base here. Steve Lyons. He had the most starts, so we'll put him in the lineup. Our lineup's always been pretty good so far this season. All right, let's bring this back into view here for everyone. And away we go. Game number 150. Lance Johnson, Steve Lyons, Ivan Calderon, Carlton Fisk, Daryl Boston, Carlos Martinez, Robin Ventura, Dave Gallagher, Ozzie Guillen, and Greg Hubbard, the lefty pitching. Steitzer, Wilson, Brett Jackson, Eisenreich, Tabler, Stillwell, White, Boone, and Tom Gordon. And, right off the bat, we got a home run check, but good thing Lance Johnson doesn't hit home runs. 1-6, he hits a ground ball back to the pitcher is what he does. So 1 away, Steve Lyons, 4-4. We have a Kauffman Stadium check, 6-3. Question mark 7, and that's going to be just too high. 5 ball out to Jackson. Ivan Calderon. Wild we can ignore. And 25, another stadium check. And 53 this time is going to be ground ball out to second base. That's going to be Frank White. So Greg Hibbard, 2.90 ERA, 9 1/3, 9 hits, 2 strikeouts, 8 walks. Let's see how he does against Kansas City. Chicago is 3 wins, 7 losses against Kansas City on the season. And 5-6 ground ball hit to short. Gillian picks it up. Willie Wilson 2-3. And a 62 ground ball down to Ventura. So 2 easy ground balls. George Brett 64. Range play this time. And a 1-1. That is going to be to left field. And their best defender, Johnson, 5 range. He's going to make that, but just barely. Shoestring catch there. Carlton Fisk. 6-5. No hit by pitch. And a 3-3. A single past Stillwell. Darrell Boston, the right fielder, 3-4. He's going to ground it down to Steitzer. Steitzer throws it over to White. White to Brett, and that's a ground ball double play. Clears the bases for Carlos Martinez, 4-2, and he's going to walk. Robin Ventura, 3-4, and he's going to hit a ground ball to Stillwell. Flips it over to White, and that's going to do it. Bo Jackson, bottom of second. 46 home run chance. 1 to 9, 1 to 18. Bo Jackson, Farnley for the love of God, Farnley has done something. 1 to 19. It is gone. Bo Jackson out there to left center field, 378 feet. And Farnley, Bo Jackson does something. Good Lord, it's been a few games. 4-6. Another home run. No, nothing against lefties off of Greg Hubbard. That's too bad. 42, and against lefty, that's going to be a single past second. So 1 on, no one out. Pat Tabler, 2-5, and he's going to walk. So 2 on, nobody out for Kurt Stillwell. 6-2, and Stillwell's going to strike out just when he needed a 7. Frank White, 248 average, and he's going to walk. So bases loaded with walking. Bob Boone, golden opportunity here. They're going to play back, try to cut off, or try to get the double play. 4-1, and is it going to be it? It's going to be. And are they going to try for the double play second to first? They are, and they don't get it as a 6 comes up. So only plays at first as everyone advances. So 2 away. Steitzer's up, and KC with a 2-0 lead. And Steitzer waits on the pitch. 2-6, fly ball out, and that's going to do it for the 3rd inning. But 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Bo Jackson with his home run. Dave Gallagher, 2-4, and possible error on a throw. And a 46 ground ball down to Brett, no error, and he'll do it this time. 3 errors on Kansas City's in yesterday's game. Ozzie Guillen's going to strike out on the curveball. Tom Gordon fooled him on that pitch. He's way out in front of that one. And this time, Lance Johnson not quick enough to catch up to the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And that's going to do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 KC, Willie Wilson. And Willie's going to get a swing at it. And it's a double into center field. That one rolls all the way to the wall. Gallagher, slow out there in center field, can't catch up to it. George Brett, golden opportunity to give KC some more run support here. Error on a throw, possibly. And 4-3, and that's a fly ball out to Gallagher. This time, he's going to make it. No advancement, though. Bo Jackson with the home run, 3-4. And that is going to be an auto out for a ground ball. No advance on the play. Jim Eisenreich. And Eisenreich, no walk. 2 away here, 3-6, and that's going to be a fly ball. And no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the 4th, Steve Lyons. Steve Lyons, the lefty, no strikeout there, 62. That's going to be ground ball to White. Frank White's going to scoop and throw to Brett. 53, no walk by Ivan Calderon. And he's going to get the single between Brett and White this time. Carlton Fisk, 324 average, 6'4". This time he's going to fly it out to center field. No advancement for Darryl Boston, the right fielder. And swinging at the ball in the dirt. Good curveball by Tommy. And it's going to be no runs, one hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 KC. Pat Tabler against Greg Hubbard. And another walk? No, not this time. Pat Tabler, 5'6", ground ball back to Hubbard. He's going to make the play. Kurt Stillwell, 6'4", and he's going to get a range play. It's a 3-2, and that's going to be towards Ventura, and he failed to make it as he finds a hole. Ventura with the dive in the dirt, but can't not find it. So Stillwell with the hit. Frank White, and 56 there. Frank White's getting a swing at it. And that's going to be, against the lefties, a fly ball to Gallagher. If that was a righty, that was a double. Bob Boone, 6'6". We're going to get a stadium check. 55. That's going to be a single. And stopping at second is going to be Kurt Stillwell. Unfortunately. So runners at first and second, 2 away for Kevin Steitzer. 276 average. Error and a ground ball, possibly. 2-2 against the lefties. A ground ball down to Martinez. No error as he flips it to Hubbard right on target. And that's going to be no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Tom Gordon doing a good job of pitching today. And just as I say that, we got a range play. And that's going to be to center field. Willie Wilson comes in and diving stop there. Scoops that one up before it lands on the turf and gets the out. Steals a single away, but we have another range play. Robin Ventura, 4-4, question mark 9, and that's going to be to Eisenreich, and Eisenreich this time makes it look easy. He comes in hustling all the way, got a good break on that one. So 2 away, and this time it's going to be a walk. Ozzie Gillen, 225 average, 2.5, and he's got a stadium check. 52, and that's going to be a double. And lead runner advances, ball cut off in the trailing runner, so he's going to score. And we're going to show the run-out chart. Runner out quickly, no other advancement, so he is forced out. But the Chicago White Sox cut into the lead. It's now 2-1 KC. Bottom of 5, Willie Wilson. Greg Hubbard still pitching. And a 25 is going to be a single. And no, it's not, as Boston steals that one. That one was an over-the-shoulder catch. Good play there in the outfield. Stealing that hit away. Not what I wanted to see. So this is game number 150 of our season. 12 more to go after this one. George Brett. And George is going to walk. So not many walks on the season for George. That brings up Jackson. He has hit his 23rd home run was it this game? No, it was yes, it was in this game. So he's now got 23 on the season. So needs to pick up his pace. He's got to get 9 more in just another 10 games. So he needs to hit another home run right now. Bo Jackson, 5-3, and that's not what he wanted. Come on, Bo. 1-2. Well, that's a single. And lead runner advances. So advancing to third is going to be Brett. Ball cut off, and the trailing runner is caught in a rundown. Show the chart. Runner gets under tag at advance base. So advancing on the play is going to be Bo Jackson. Doing some moves like he does for the Raiders, making them all miss, and then hustling to second base, and Chicago forgot to cover second base. So Greg Hubbard is getting tired here, but he's going to continue here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-3, and no strikeout. Eisenreich, Fouls tips that one away. 3-5. It's a fly ball to Johnson. And that is going to be a sacrifice fly. Runner on second flyout chart. And Bo Jackson advances on the flyout. So good play there by Jim Eisenreich, getting it deep enough to advance the runner and score the run. Pat Tabler, he needs to get a solid hit here. 3-1 KC. No strikeout. 6-1 grounds to Gillian, though, but 1 run, 1 hit, no error. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-1 KC. They got that run back. And another range play here. This one's out to right field. Eisenreich, he's going to make that. Woo! Nice diving stop there towards the line. Another range play. Steve Lyons hits it. 51. That's going to be to Gordon. Gordon scoops that up, running in, and turns it and throws it to Brett in time. So 2 good range plays by KC. Hit by pitch, no sir. Dives out of the way. That was a little chin music there. 6-3, and then he comes back and says, "You want to throw at me? I'll just rake this one into deep center field." Wilson gets it off the wall and tosses in, but not in time. Carlton Fisk, that catcher, no hit by pitch again, up and in on that pitch. And once again, a single that's going to score a run. As Tom Gordon getting the batters a little aggravated with his pitching style out there as he's throwing a little bit too far inside. Darrell Boston, the lefty, 2 away. And he's going to pop it up this time. Brett's going to take it to foul territory right by the dugout. Takes it and then takes a seat in the dugout. But that is 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. KC 3, Chicago 2. Kurt Stillwell, and he's looking at a pitch here. This one comes in high and tight, and that's going to be a single past the second baseman. And Greg Hubbard is now tired, and they got righties coming up, so Greg Hubbard is going to be out. Why do that happen all the time? So we need to click on that, and it looks like Barry Jones is coming into the game. So Barry Jones is going to face off against Frank White, 0 for 1 with a walk. Oh, just missed the other walk. Come on. 51. That's going to be a single past Ventura. Stopping at second, though, is going to be Stillwell. So runners at first and second. Bob Boone, 4-3. And he's going to fly it out to center field. No advancement. Steitzer, 42. Oh, if he'd have been a lefty. Ground ball to Ventura. That is hit towards the line. Will the defense try for the force out of third or the double play? Double play is 2. He's got nothing. So it'll only be a 1-2. I think they'll take the out at third. Yes, take the out at third. So forced out, advance, and fielder's choice. There we go. So 2-away now for Willie Wilson. 2-4. Oh, home run check. 1-2. Willie Wilson, come on, my friend. You can do it. You can. No. Ground ball to short, and that's going to do it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. KC by the slimmest of margins. 3-2. And Tom Gordon still pitching here. 2-4. Pops him up into foul territory. Streitzer makes the catch. Ventura 2-4. Possible error chance. And a 21. That is going to be no error because it was not a it was a pop fly. And a walk, 2-out walk to Gallagher. And can Gordon get through the 7th, I mean. 6-4, he's done it. Fly ball out there to Eisenreich. And through 7, 3-2 KC. Bottom of 7, George Brett. And he's not going to strike out. 6-2, lines it right down the line, and Martinez, good play there with the big first baseman mitt. Strikeout on Bo Jackson. And Eisenreich. And Eisenreich, the lefty's a blank. 4-2. And against the righty, he's going to be ground ball. It's 1-2-3 inning, basically. We go to the 8th. Tom Gordon. And it looks like Steve Crawford's warming up, and they're going to go ahead and make the call to the pen here. Steve Crawford is going to come in with 2 lefties coming up. Even though he's a righter, he won't be tired at least. 2-3. And a range play, though, is not a good start. 3-6, question mark 8, and that is going to be a possible triple unless Willie Wilson can make the play. He does. A great defensive play, sliding head first, makes the catch, takes away the triple. 1 away for Steve Lyons, and Steve Crawford gives him a big thank you, shake of the nod of the head, and fly ball out to Wilson again. Calderon 2 for 3 on the day. Another error chance. And 35, that's going to be to Eisenreich, who doesn't make any errors. So it's 1-2-3 inning. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Barry Jones a little tired now. Looks like Bobby Thigpen might be warming up out there. Bobby Thigpen. He's going to try to hold things down here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-3, and he does it. Strikes out Pat Tabler. Stillwell 2 for 3, having a good day. Airing a ground ball chance. 6-3 against the righty is a fly ball out. And Frank White, and against the right-hander, that's a strikeout. So good job there by Bobby Thigpen as he gives Chicago a chance. Crawford against Carlton Fisk. 5-3. Carlton Fisk waits on one. Is a 55. That is going to be a ground ball. White's going to head to the left, pick it up, throw it over to Brett. 1 away. Daryl Boston. And that is not a walk. 2-1. And that's going to be a fly ball to Eisenreich. They're down to their last out. Can Carlos Martinez keep things rolling? And he can't. Strike 3. Steve Crawford comes in. And Kansas City defeats Chicago 3-2. Kansas City wins. Kansas City wins game number 150 of the season. Let's see what our record. Our record improves to 91 and 59. In real life, they were 86 and 64 as they actually lost this game in real life to the Chicago White Sox 4-2. So we gained a game back on them. So now we are 5 games ahead of where they were in real life, with now 12 games to play in the season. So doubleheader action for you guys today. Tonight we had one earlier this evening. Now we had another doubleheader, and we might even try to go for another doubleheader later and get these last few games done of this season. So Kansas City improves to 91 and 59. The win goes to Tom Gordon. He improves to 7-6. Greg Hubbard drops to 0-1. Steve Crawford is 4th save of the season. The only home run of the game, Bo Jackson, his 23rd. Finally, Bo Jackson gets on track. Well, thanks everyone for coming out and watching game number 149 and 150. We'll see you as we complete this 3-game series in the next doubleheader. We'll have games number 2 and 3 against Chicago White Sox at home. Games number 151 and 152. Until then, everyone have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys next time.